Ethnic studies is
justice,
power, liberatory.
Why is it important to us? This evolved out of the civil rights movement during the 1960s and early 1970s, which contributed to the growing self-awareness of people of color.
To me, ethnic studies is about social justice because it's a class where you're going to work to improve your community and to learn about the history of the people in your community to make something better for the next generation.
Ethnic studies is the study of power and how it relates to race, ethnicity, nationality, class, how it relates to gender, sexuality, how it really relates to your identity as a person of color or as an ally to people of color and marginalized groups here in the United States.
For me, ethnic studies is a way for me to feel more connected to my community. It has provided a way for me to be more connected to my ancestors, particularly my grandfather, Alfredo Salmasan, who was a farm worker during the times of the UFW. Without ethnic studies classes and courses, I would have never known. It was a very traumatic time for my grandfather. So through ethnic studies, I was able to hear his stories. After he passed, I continued to learn about him, and it was almost as if he was there to tell me about his past, and his stories, and his experiences.
For me, I didn't have ethnic studies in high school. I didn't know much about my culture. I knew what my family incorporated, but I never understood the struggles, the trauma that they experienced. I didn't know about much of Stockton's history. And so learning about ethnic studies is really learning about our own history, our Stockton history, our people's history.
Ultimately, ethnic studies is important because with no history, there's no self. With this course, it can help students affirm a stronger sense of self-identity and cultural identity by learning about their history in a formal setting. By engaging with real-world issues, students will leave this course with a stronger sense of working for social justice and equity because when you know history, you know self.